What's going on, guys? It's JSGC here, and I'm here to give you your football fix. We're 33 rounds in for some teams, 32 rounds in for others. There's 5 more football fixes left. We are getting there, So I'm going to pop up the Premier League table from all of the events that have happened this week, and we're going to go through each game, and we'll see how each team are doing in the Premier League. So Everton had a really boring 0-0 draw against a Liverpool side in the Merseyside Derby. Liverpool's put out a reserve side near enough. They've got a big Champions League game this coming Tuesday, so they've rested players for this, and this was Everton's chance to finally end their hoodoo and beat Liverpool. They picked up a point, which is a good point. However, they should have had 3. They had plenty of opportunities, but the belief, it just weren't there, and it was a little bit too negative. If they've had a go at Liverpool, I'm almost certain that they'd have at least scored and probably gone on to have won the game. Instead, they're safe. However, they're not really near Europe. They're not really near Burnley now, sitting 8 points behind them. They've only got 5 games left. They're not going to turn that round, you wouldn't think. You know what I mean? They're facing it all to do. Liverpool now sitting in 3rd, and they've got it all to do to try and hold on to 3rd spot and hold off Tottenham Hotspur, which will be incredibly difficult for them. Otherwise, they're going to end up having to qualify for the Champions League next season in the qualifying stages, which no team wants, but you're not going to turn it down, though, if you're going to get Champions League football at the end of the day. We move on into the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Bournemouth against Crystal Palace. Bournemouth finished 2-2. Bournemouth, they're getting there. I mean, Crystal Palace, it's a great point for them. For Bournemouth, it's 2 points dropped, in my opinion, but they're getting there. They're not going to get relegated, you wouldn't think. But, you know, great for Crystal Palace. They're dogging for their lives. They're picking up points. They're trying their hardest. They're doing what is needed to stay up, and they picked up a good away point. And speaking of working hard and trying to pick up points and grafting hard, Brighton won, Huddersfield won. Very good point this for Huddersfield, and again, it's keeping them just that 3-4 points clear of the relegation zone, just like it is for Crystal Palace. The points are ticking along for Brighton. Again, home points dropped. They're not safe from relegation just yet. However, they just need one more good result. I'm thinking 38, 39 points would almost certainly be enough to keep these teams up. So, like I said, I'd say now Newcastle and Bournemouth near enough safe. Watford nearly there. Brighton also, like I said, they're needing one win, but a match against Huddersfield at home, that is a winnable game. They've not picked up the win, so they've still got a little bit more hard work to do. Leicester face Newcastle, and a fantastic away win for Newcastle. Like I said, that near enough keeps them up. Now we're starting to tick teams off who aren't going to get relegated. For Leicester, big blow in their hopes for getting Europa League football next season. I'm expecting it to go 7th unless Southampton win the FA Cup. If they don't win the FA Cup, then Europa League football will go to 5th, 6th and 7th place in the Premier League, so Leicester can still finish there, but sitting 6 points behind Burnley now. They've got it all to do, and more home points dropped. Stoke played Tottenham. They've lost at home against Stoke. They are looking in a perilous position, 4 points behind in the drop zone. They've got a worse goal difference. They've got the worst goal difference in the whole Premier League. More home points dropped. The run of fixtures isn't great for them. They're looking in a perilous situation. They've got a lot of hard work. They need that graft that Crystal Palace and Huddersfield are putting in. They need to fight for every tackle, every bit of possession, every assist, every goal. They've got to fight for their lives. I'm just not seeing it at the moment. Good win for Tottenham, though. Keeps them hot on the tails of Liverpool and trying to finish in the top 3, so they don't have to qualify for the Champions League, so they can have automatic group stage Champions League football to bring to their new stadium next season. Solid win for Tottenham. Obviously a little bit of controversy over the Harry Kane goal. Has it brushed his shoulder? Has it not? Tottenham's appealed it because they want to know, did it brush his shoulder or not? Does it really matter? You know what I mean? He's just going for his own individual records. Do individual records matter that much? All that matters is they've picked up the 3 points. Matters to my fantasy points, though. You know, Harry Kane gets the goal, I get more fantasy points, so fingers crossed it gets given to him. We won't mention that anymore. Next up, Watford played Burnley. Like I said, Burnley trotting along very nicely. 49 points. They could end up picking up 55, 56 points. Wouldn't that be fantastic for Burnley? Great season for them. Another away win against Watford. Remember last season when I think they only picked up 1 away win or something strange like that? Away form this season been absolutely fantastic for Burnley, and that's been why they've gone up. They've gone up to that next level. Their away form's improved. Their home form stayed-ish at the same level. They've gone to that next level. They're grinding and working hard. Do you remember how Sam Allardyce used to have Bolton playing, and they always used to finish in the top 7, top 6 and get Europa League football because they were so difficult to beat, home and away? That's what Sean Dyche is doing at Burnley. Doing a fantastic job there. Watford, though, they're still needing, you'd think, maybe a point or two. Their goal difference isn't fabulous. More home points dropped, but there's plenty more games for them to go. I mean, they've still got 5 more games to pick up them extra couple of points that's needed for them to achieve their goals for the season. West Brom faced Swansea. Like I said, Swansea, they're grinding hard, just like Huddersfield, just like Crystal Palace, just like West Ham. They picked up more away points, starting to get clear of the relegation zone now for West Brom. 2 more points dropped at home. They're 10 points behind. There's 15 points to play with, so in 2 weeks, possibly... you'd think certainly in 3 weeks we could have our first relegation, unfortunately, for West Brom. They are really struggling and looking down the barrel now. We move on to the evening kickoff. Man City faced Manchester United. Manchester United won the game 3-2 after Man City were 2-0 up and cruising. They missed chance after chance after chance. Man United ended up presenting themselves with 3 very good opportunities, put all 3 away and won the game. They closed the gap to 13 points. Man City could have won the league if they'd won this game. Instead, they've now got to overturn Liverpool, and then they've got a difficult away match against Tottenham, so they're going for a little sticky period. Can Man City turn it round or not? We'll have to see. For Manchester United, second place all but sealed, you'd think, for them now. They've got the FA Cup to go at, you'd think, to try and not end the season trophyless, to want a little bit of success. Is Man United fans, let me know, is second place, beating Man City in the Derby and winning the FA Cup, is that a successful season or not? Let me know what you think in the comments. Move on to Sunday. Arsenal face Southampton in a very good match. Southampton, to give them credit, are grinding for everything. They tried so hard in this game and they were so unlucky. In my opinion, they should have had a point. The defence wasn't spectacular, if I'm honest. Arsenal had that little bit of quality there, particularly with Aubameyang playing up front. Managed to hand them the 3 points. They don't need the 3 points. They've managed to pick up the 3 points at home. It means that they've not lost or dropped points to Southampton, who are in the bottom 3. For Arsenal now, they move on to the Europa League. For Southampton, they've got 6 big games left, 6 cup finals, plus the FA Cup semi-final to come up against Chelsea. I think they've got Chelsea. Very difficult, be extremely difficult for Southampton. Could they still make it a success? You know, could they get to the FA Cup final? Could they stay up? They worked hard in this game. They can show that in their 6 coming games in the Premier League and the FA Cup. Then I imagine they'll get some success out of the season. We'll have to see. And finally, Chelsea faced West Ham. West Ham picked up a great point. Joe Hart put in a great performance. Chelsea, they've dropped points. Champions League football for them next season, all but over 10 points behind in a worse goal difference, and they've got just 6 games to overturn that. It's not going to happen, you wouldn't think. Anything above 6 points, in my opinion, is going to be very difficult from here to overturn. For West Ham, though, they're moving clear of the relegation zone, 6 points clear, with a similar goal difference now. After a couple of weeks ago, and it was looking like they might be in a big dogfight. Remember that match against Burnley when everyone was losing the plot? For West Ham, things are starting to look up for them. But that's been the football fix. Like I said, we've got 5 more rounds of football fixtures to go, because I don't do the midweek ones when the gaming hands all come in and about, which I imagine will be over the next coming weeks. There we go. There'll be more games in hand for teams as the FA Cup approaches in a couple of weeks to the semi-final. There'll be maybe 2 or 3 games off, you'd think, as well. So there you go. That's been the football fix. I'll see you all again. If you are interested, subscribe if you haven't already. If you have subscribed, thank you for subscribing and staying subscribed. Leave a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, particularly the Man United fans, and whether you think it's a successful season or not. Social media links, you can check out them in the description below. I'm starting to become more and more active on Twitter and Instagram, so you want to go and check me out on there and follow me on there. Please do. Don't forget to check out my second channel. I'll leave the link to that at the end of this video. That's doing gaming if you want to go and check it out. I've near enough completed my second gaming video. That should be going up in the next few weeks. So if you want to go and subscribe over there, that would mean everything to me. Like and subscribe. Subscribe to Mixid as well. I'll leave his link at the end. He's my partner channel run by my brother. I sometimes feature in his videos. He's doing mixology drinks. So go and check them out. They're good videos, by the way. Then go and like and subscribe over there. And I'll see you all again. So, like I said, subscribe, notifications on, because apparently you no longer, sometimes it's not appearing in the sub box. You put your notifications on, you'll definitely be notified when I upload daily football videos. Like I said, I'll see you all again for the football fix. That'll be out next week. I'll see you all then, guys. So it's been JSGC Football. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.